Hey, this is Swaggers doing LA Noire for GameGuideCentral.com, and this is the first traffic mission, the driver's seat. I'm going to tell you right now, we are going to cut the conversation short. I'm going to show you all the paths you need to take to get them 100% correct, but because of worries for copyright and also just to speed these along, I'm going to cut out a lot of the cutscenes because this is a guide. It's not a movie. I'm here to help you.
Near the old gas station signal depot,
Get the game done, and you'll be able to see all this on your own when you play the game. So when you leave the police station, I like to have my partner drive, and do that by holding Y instead of just tapping Y. You get there right away, and also you don't hit anything, which is important for the 5 stars. So when you get to the scene, you'll talk to an officer, and then you'll move the corner there, and then you'll look into the car and see all of this blood, and you'll get your second achievement of the game after finishing, because you already finished the police academy. After you look at that, let's go back to the trunk. Let's see what he's got in his trunk. And right here we got a receipt. Let's take a look at that. Oh, that's a very interesting receipt. Very interesting indeed.
Pig yesterday?
One live hog is only $3.20. Jeez. I remember the days. You know what I'm talking about. That's all you really need to look at in the trunk. Don't need to close it. Lowly officers can do that. Go to the front here where this guy is kneeling down, and that is Exhibit A. And we need to check out that stuff. He'll get out of your way. You're the detective here. You can check the wallet or the glasses first. Doesn't matter. Let's pick up that wallet and see what's going on. See if we can find any clues. And we'll check his driver's license first. Get this guy's name.
32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy.
Okay. And then you can look at the photo. You don't really need to.
Happier times, I guess.
Great photo. Just good times. They look like nice people. Okay, close that up and then let's check the glasses. I hate looking at evidence in this game. That's the one thing I hate, is trying to get it to focus on some little word. And there's a word on the inside. You can see it there, but you got to hold it at like just the right angle. Otherwise, and you got to hold it there. And he's got loose wrists. See, it was kind of just trying to zoom in there. Let's get it. Let's see. Oh! There we go.
Stenzel glasses.
Stenzel.
Home repaired by the look of it.
Fantastic. So that's really all you need to see with the glasses. Drop those back down to the ground. Let's go find Exhibit B, and it's across the railroad tracks here. We'll just walk over. We're not in a hurry. It's not like someone was murdered or anything. And when you pick this up, again, you want to manipulate it so that you can see the name. Very easy to do that. It's the heat. Now that we have all this evidence, let's go have a conversation. Let's go have a conversation with our witness. So head back. And just tap X to talk.
Police.
And let's start at the top here. Purpose at the scene. And that's the truth.
Did you see anybody else in the yard?
Okay, and then knowledge of Mr. Black. He's telling the truth. I'm going to choose to believe him.
You ever seen the car before?
I stood out.
He's so far very truthful. Blood-stained pipe found. No, he doesn't know anything about that. That's the truth.
When you saw the blood, was it wet?
And then finally, contents of the wallet. I think he's a little bit of a liar, but we're going to go doubt because we don't have any evidence. And then after that conversation, let's go to the Black's house. The Black residence. And again, I always have my partner drive just to get there. When you want to do free roam, you want to do the case missions, do those separately, do those another time. Don't do those in the middle of missions. The only time I'm going to drive around is when I'm trying to get my $47,000 in damage. So you'll head up to the house here, and Mrs. Black will answer the door. There you go, a little bit more. Just a minute. I'm making scones.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in?
LAPD,
We
ma'am.
have some
May
bad
we come
news
in?
and we'd rather
This is a very
discuss this.
serious matter.
I'm Margaret Black.
Oh my.
Oh, we can discuss
Oh,
this
please
in the
come
living
to the
room.
living room.
Please come in.
So you'll go into the living room and you'll have a quick opening conversation with Mrs.
Your
Black.
husband drives.
And now we're going to look around the house.
check the
And
place
one of the
out.
newspapers, one of the 13 newspapers we want to find, is in the dining room
Have a good look
here.
around.
Let's just
Gotta be
grab
something in
that
here.
right away. And again, I'm gonna cut this scene. You can watch it in your game, obviously. And we're back. Fantastic. Now we want to go to Mr. Black's bedroom, which is, I'm like, oh, there's a guy in the door there. Okay, no, that's just my partner walking through doors. That crazy loon. But we'll both go into his bedroom here. Separate bedrooms, yeah, so they're having problems. Having problems they are. That's too bad. That's a shame. Well, I look good in the mirror. I am a good looking man. Let's go to the armoire. Let's check out this ticket.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone
A
missing.
used ticket to
Someone
Seattle.
couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Great. Now we'll go to the dresser over here where we're looking at ourselves in the mirror. And check out the glasses case. And then you want to hit the A button on the 360 again to further investigate. Which just means open it. Oh, Stenzel! Those glasses we found were Stenzel glasses. The plot thickens. And then let's check out this picture. Yeah, lovely, lovely man. And we're going to further investigate that, like anyone would think to really do this. Oh, it just pops open and there's a concealed message.
To my Adrian.
From
This thing gets
Nicole.
more and more interesting.
Okay, so now we can put that down. We've completed that. And let's go to the bedside table. And there's a matchbook there we're going to take a little quick look at.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
And of course, examine it further. Kavanaugh's Bar. And this is going to introduce the R&I. Whenever you call them, whenever you need an address, just use any phone in the entire game, and you'll call the R&I, and they'll give you the address. They'll let you know where you need to be. Okay, so back in the kitchen now. Let's go to the little kitchen table here, and we want to first examine the receipt. And yes, Insta-Heat. Okay.
This was only
He
recently
purchased an
installed.
item
Not 2 days
with
ago.
installation.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Great. And then let's take a look at this brochure here. Make sure you go all the way down and then flip it over. Yep. Okay. And then look at that picture that shows you kind of how the installation should be. Remember that picture here in a couple seconds. And that's everything we need to do in the house. So let's call R&I and get that address. So go to the phone right here in the opening area of the house. Take a little phone call. Blah blah blah. I skipped that because you don't need to hear some lady on the phone say an address. And let's go outside. Let's take a look at this heating installation that they had. Excuse me. So this is your first inspection puzzle, and you have to put this back together.
No use leaving the thing half
I really
finished.
don't know what this has to do, what any of this has to do with the case. I mean, she didn't know the water heater doesn't work. It's been gone. So, okay, straight piece. Yeah, let's put that there. Oh, perfect. Okay, let's put this little S colored one in here. Blue one. Oh yeah, oh, that's a match. That's a match right there. And now let's go with the blue. And that's gonna be the far left. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. And then final piece. Up at top, boom, ba boom, and we are missing a piece. Wasn't someone bludgeoned with a piece? And that gives you the plot thickens for solving your first inspection
Seems
puzzle.
like the assailant is a little closer to home.
We're just gonna pop a bunch of achievements here. Okay, let's go in. Let's go back inside and talk to Mrs. Black. See what she knows about this situation. Wandering around her house in there.
I'm all right now, detectives.
Talk to her. Okay, let's do this. Just start at the top. Slaughterhouse
We
receipt.
found a receipt.
Too.
Truth.
You say that about Morgan, ma'am.
He's the foreman.
She doesn't know anything about
They're
that.
always out drinking together.
Go down to the next
Was your
thing, the
husband
stencil
wearing his glasses
case.
when he left?
Again, the truth.
Go on.
She's very truthful. The location of her husband.
Did your husband tell you
For
where?
a drink.
Doesn't know. That's the truth.
So nothing out of the
He
usual.
never leaves for the bar till about 7.
And now the photograph
Tell us about the
signed
photo.
Nicole. That is a dirty outright
There's
lie.
plenty to tell. You just won't
And
tell.
you have evidence. You have evidence to say that she's a liar. And that is the concealed message. And using the concealed message,
What
using
about
evidence to
Nicole,
back up a lie,
Mrs. Black?
you'll get the achievement, The
Was your
Straight
husband
Dope,
willing to
there.
fight for her?
And now the last two are both the
Your
truth.
husband-
She tells the truth on the both. And this is the end of part 1.
So
And we'll
Adrian
finish up
spends
this
a lot of-
first traffic case in part 2.
think you should come clean
GameGuideCentral.com.
with us,
Check
Mrs.
us out.
Black.
Lots of
Waiting for
LA
Adrian
Noire
to come
information, items, and videos.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
He never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mr.